Are you curious what's new in the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2024 focused on aircraft and aircraft liveries? Then this is the video for you. Let's roll the intro and then let's look at the details. This week we've got a lot of new items and we start with this one, which is the X47B from MC3. I think they are the most active developer currently for Flight Simulator 2024 because they're porting all their 2020 content now to 2024. Right, this is the Northrop Grumman X47B aircraft. It's a Tills jet powered blended wing body aircraft capable of semi-autonomous operation and aerial refueling. So if we scroll down, we can of course see more details about the aircraft itself. Here are some specifications which are now listed here, not anymore in a separate specification window. And currently it can only be used in world photographer and free flight mode. So let's have a look at the screenshots. So here are the screenshots, not a lot, but you can see that there's a lot of detail. Fortunately, there are no pictures of the cockpit itself, right? But hey, could be expected in this case. The next one is the F22 Raptor, also from MC3. This is also a military jet. It's an American single-seat twin-engine supersonic all-weather stealth fighter aircraft developed for the United States Air Force. Here we can see some specifications of the weapons, etc. Also some more information about the super cruise at 1220 miles per hour. And that's, I would say, pretty cool. And if you switch on the afterburners, it could even go faster. This one also only can be used in world photographer mode and a free flight mode. And this is how it looks like. This one has a cockpit. So I do think that the previous one is kind of a remote aircraft or also which can fly autonomous. Here we can see some nice pictures of the outside also, and then going to the inside again. So a nice aircraft, I'd say a lot of details, not sure if everything is working. Also you can see the use in the cockpit, which makes it more realistic. Going back one page, and then we find the FC17 Thunder, also by MC3. It's also known as the FC1 Xylong. It's a lightweight multi-role combat aircraft. So it can perform multiple roles, as the name already says. Only can be used in world photographer and free flight mode. And here are some characteristics. 11,000 pounds of thrust, military power, and up to 19,000 pounds of thrust with afterburner. And these are some pictures, right? So pretty nice one. Also, I would say a lot of details, as you can see. Cockpit is also, I would say, the green, which we are used to see from MC3. Not all the buttons are working because you can see that this is, I would say, simply green matrix. And it's the outside, so only one livery for this aircraft. Then we've got the FC31, also by MC3. Same characteristics, right? It was ported from Flight Simulator 2020. It's a Chinese prototype, mid-sized twin-jet, 5th generation fighter aircraft. So a lot of nice things are there. Same things, world photographer, free flight mode. And I'd say a lot of, it can produce up to 12,800 pounds of thrust in military power and up to 9,600 when the afterburner is switched on. And these are the pictures from the aircraft. Again, nice, not too detailed, but still nice. And it looks like only one livery is included. Scrolling down, we find the Mi-24. It's a helicopter, also by MC3. It's a large helicopter gunship, attack helicopter, and a low-capacity troop transport with room for 8 passengers. Here we can see some details about the helicopter itself, right? It's a Russian helicopter. You can see the thrust. I would love that they would move this to the specification window because I do see that all the developers do that. And I think it looks simply more clean compared to adding it here in the text. World photographer and free flight mode, and this is the inside of the helicopter. The military green. Here we can see the passenger seats, the outside of the helicopter. Another picture of the outside. So this one, it looks like that it has, no, it's the same livery, right? So only one livery is included. Then we've got the MiG-35. Also Russian aircraft, a multi-fighter role. Also developed by Scenery again. Frame rate friendly again. World photographer and free flight are the only modes which it supports. And if we scroll down, we can see some pictures where you can see, say, these buttons are not working, but these buttons on the top of the cockpit might work, although it's a little bit hard to say based on the screenshots. You can see the usage, you can see some other cool stuff. So that's really nice. Then we've got the MiG-29 SMT, also by Scenery. Yes, they're doing a lot. Also pretty nice fighter jet. So if you love flying fighter jets, this is a good week for you because there are tons of fighter jets being added. And here we can see some pictures, right? Because the details are, say, pretty limited. Although the speed, etc. is being named, but I will not go to it. This will only have one livery, as you can see. Also, the cockpit looks cleanish, although you can see some usage and several buttons which might not work, so keep that in mind. Next one is the Scenery RC135. It's a family of large reconnaissance aircraft used by the United States Air Force and Royal Air Force. And this is what you will get. If we scroll down, you will get, I would say, a fighter jet which can fly super high and super fast. And this is the inside. Here you can see a lot of details. So compared to the previous one, this one has a lot of details. But again, the question remains, are all these buttons working? Also this light green buttons, it's nice, but I would say it doesn't look really realistic, right? I would love that they would say spend some time on modeling those buttons a little bit more. But still, the aircraft could be really nice if you love military aircrafts. Now what they did is they added a lot of liveries in this category, which is, I would say, kind of weird if you focus only on aircraft, sorry. But let's go to them, right? The first one is the 717-200 Airtron Sports and Classic Livery Pack. This can be applied, of course, to the Boeing 717, but keep in mind that you need to own the Boeing 717. And these are the themed liveries which are included, and also the classic corporate liveries which are there. So we scroll down, we can see the pictures because those are the most interesting. And here we can see the level of detail. This again is really cool because you can see all the, I would say, levels of detail here in the pictures, and this makes it really nice. Then the next one is for the same aircraft, only then it's called the North America Livery Pack, which of course includes the North America airlines such as Midwest, Delta and Mexicana. In total, there are some other airlines included. In total, where's the total number? It's not called out here, right? But do expect that you will at least have 4 because there are 4 airlines called out here. So I do expect that these are included. 8K ultra resolution. Registration numbers are correct. Balanced mix between legacy, full service, low cost and alliances. Branding. And here we can see the level of detail. So based on these, I do expect 4 liveries to be included in this one, right? Because there are only 4 pictures, but it could be more. Then we've got the Europe Star Alliance livery pack for the same aircraft. In this case, of course, for different types of airliners, Star Alliance, Spanair, Olympic and Blue. 5 ones are included across 3 unique aircrafts. And this is how it looks like. Again, for this one, it's also applicable. You need to own the aircraft, else you can't use it. Is there more? Yes, there was more. Let me select this one. It's for the same aircraft. It's the US TWA livery pack. This one contains 4 liveries. Logos, registration fonts and panel layouts are true to life. 8K textures, 4 authentic liveries for TWA's actual Boeing 717 fleet. And this is how it looks like. So TWA, multiple liveries, pretty nice. Then there were some more aircrafts, right? So let's scroll down and let's have a look at it. The first one is the R22. It's a helicopter. It's developed by Scenery. It's a 2-seat, 2-bladed, single-engine light utility helicopter. And if we scroll down, we can see it can be used in a world photographer as well as in a free flight mode. We can see the rotorcraft has a range of 230 miles and a surface ceiling of 14,000 feet above sea level. And these are some screenshots which they provided. So pretty limited amount of screenshots. But hey, that's it. But still a nice helicopter. Now we need to make sure we're not scrolling too far, because this is the RQ4. Also by MC3. It's a high altitude remote pilot surveillance aircraft introduced in 2001. 40,000 square miles of terrain can be, I would say, surveyed. Also, this one can only be used in world photographer and free flight mode, and this is how it looks like, right? The RQ4. Now let's wait for everything to be reloaded. And then you see that sometimes it's reloaded in a different order, but I'm pretty sure that this is the last one already. It's the S64 Helicopter. Also by MC3. It's a Sky Crane and is an American twin-engine heavy lift helicopter. It is the civil version of the United States Army's one. Only can be used in world photographer and free flight mode, and this is how it looks like. So also this one looks pretty cool. A lot of gouges, as you can see. It's unsure if everything is working, right? Because that's not mentioned in the release notes. Now let's make sure we got everything, because as you could see, there was some mix in the results. Because I do think that we didn't discuss this one, the SFD Octonic, which is also a new aircraft which has been released by MC3. It's also referred to as the Hunter B. It's a Russian stealth heavy unmanned combat aerial vehicle, also known as a UCAV. World photographer and free flight mode. And here's some more details about the maximum distance and also the maximum speed. And here we can see how it looks like. So pretty nice. So a lot of military power in Flight Simulator 2024 using this package. Let's look at if we got some customizations, although we looked at some of them already because they're in the wrong category if I'm correct. So let's sort on newest. And here we can see the 777-300 Echo Romeo Qatar World Cup 2022 liveries. This one, it was used for the Qatar Airways World Cup 2022 livery for the Boeing 777-300 Echo Romeo. You need to own the Captain Sim 777-300 Echo Romeo Golf Echo aircraft before you can use this, and this is how it looks like. So nice livery pack for the Captain Sim 777-300 Echo Romeo. Then the next one. It's a similar package, but then using the GE livery pack number 9 for the same aircraft. LATAM, China Airlines, Saudi Airlines, those are the ones which are included in this package. But again, keep in mind that you need to own the aircraft from Captain Sim, because else it might not work. Or it might not work, it simply will not work. Then they also released the L130 livery pack number 2 for Southern Saudi Arabian Airlines and Ethiopian Airlines. Yes, those are the ones. And that is this package. You need to own the aircraft, of course, and then you will get these liveries. Pretty nice ones are there, as you can see. Then we've got the C130G livery pack number 1. Also being released by Captain Sim for their aircraft. It's the US Marines Blue Agents, the UK Air Force and Oman Air Force. And then you can apply this to the Captain Sim C130G aircraft, which is added to Flight Simulator 2024. Was it everything? No, there's more. There's the Flying the Hump DC3 Liveries by Jet Studio. They're known for special liveries, and again, they've done it again for the DC3, which is the Microsoft and Aeroplanes Heavens DC3, which included in Flight Simulator 2024. It's only classic, no GPS variations, free updates, 4K textures, 22 liveries in total, 11 classic, 11 GPS. And here we can see some pictures, right? So mainly military liveries, which makes sense. But also some, I would say, blank ones, as you could see. So pretty nice package. And with that, we're at the end of this video where we looked at all the new liveries added to Flight Simulator 2024, as well as new aircrafts. If you're now more interested in some new airports, or maybe some senior enhancements, or maybe some new activities, then have a look at the description of this video, because there's a link to those videos as well. Thanks for watching, and hope to see you back next week.